Hello and welcome to another fascinating episode of Fascinating Words and Phrases. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't particularly like swearing. But every now and again, something goes wrong. I go, oh, sod it. And of course, that leads us on to Sods Law. Why? Gareth, tell us more.
Yeah, I mean, sod is considered technically as a swear word, but it's one of those really mild ones like crap and stuff like that. Um, and sod's law literally does come from basically poor sod. Something goes wrong, well, that poor sod, it's like, you wash the car and it starts raining afterwards. That's sod's law.
Yeah.
Yeah. So essentially, it's been used as a kind of, it's more of a throwaway comment. Oh, that's sod's law. But there's another one that goes with it, which was interesting to me, which is Murphy's law. So both of them mean when something goes wrong,
Hmm.
but Murphy's law actually comes from an engineering origin. Okay. And I traced it back to the US Air Force in 1949. Yeah. There's a chap called Edward A. Murphy Jr., who was an American aerospace engineer, and he worked on the rocket test sleds. And one of his engineers apparently put some of the sensors in incorrectly. And Murphy reportedly said, if there's any way to do it wrong, he'll find it. Okay. So then this became summarized as Murphy's Law. And it is popular in engineering and safety circles and stuff like that. Is basically to design things with human error in mind. Because if there's a way that a human can mess it up, they'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Murphy's law is more technical and used in like more in engineering and stuff. Because and I don't say Murphy's law, I always say
Sods
Sod's
Law.
law.
Yeah.
And also it's used more in America. Murphy's law is more American than it is anywhere else, being as it was, the American Air Force. Um, but Sod's law is used more casually.
Yeah,
No,
because when I think about sod's law, a sod is a clump of earth, isn't
clump
it?
of earth. Yeah.
So, I wonder if it goes back even further to, agrarian times, if that's the word, the correct
Yeah.
word.
Well,
But
poor sod.
mm,
Sod is kind of the lowest denominator of
yeah,
you could really do. I mean, you can't get much more than compressed peat, can you?
no,
But at the end of the day, poor sod was used as a kind of throwaway. Oh, he had it all and then he lost it. Oh, poor sod. But then sod's law came from that term of basically, you know, it's sod's law really.
yeah.
And
What's that phrase? If anything is going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong exactly at the right time to go wrong, or
yeah,
it's something like that.
exactly. But yes, as I say, the sod's law is used more by the Brits and Australians and the rest of it, New Zealand and everything, more than
Mm,
the kind of those colony colonial areas and stuff,
yeah,
because it's transferred over. But at the end of the day, it's casual. It'd be something you say in the pub.
yeah,
You know, it's something you would just throw away.
yeah.
Whereas Murphy's Law is more like more based around engineering.
Engineering types.
But that's it. There's not much else to it, really.
That's very interesting. And I'm sure we'll get a lot of comments how people have used it. And certainly we'd like to hear from the engineers that use it, because a description about something, if it's going to go wrong, that guy is going to make it go wrong. I love
Yeah,
that. That's fantastic. So
yeah,
if you've enjoyed it, if you please like what you've heard, please comment on what you've heard. And if there is a particular phrase, then let us know and subscribe to us. One of the things that we love is when our subscribers tell us, where does this come from,
yeah. That's
and then
brilliant.
we gives us an opportunity to research it. So thanks, Gareth. Another fascinating topic. See you in the next one.
So, yeah.